The ball 40 yards from the Collingwood goal. There's Thompson getting up high. Minot's up in front of him, and St Kilda trying to keep them out. Here as Richardson flashes into the play. Richardson in the half-forward line, swings it into the 10-yard square for Collingwood. Up they fly.
Messenger speaking with Ruckman Minot. The ball has gone to Cooper. Cooper is tackled by Adamson and Richardson. He keeps the ball going, but it comes back through his knees and fight. Straight downfield and taking a flying mark from behind is Wayne Richardson. Magnificent player, a high flyer for a fellow relatively short in inches. Short, that is, when you compare him with somebody like Len Thompson, to whom he rucks. Here's his kick going to centre half forward. Collingwood in front through Tudden.
Here's the start of the final quarter in the Collingwood-St Kilda game, with St Kilda leading now by the best part of 30 points, 5 goals. Ball is in the possession of Barry Pascoe, surrendered to Wayne Richardson, who will kick to the outer goal. He's on the half-forward line. St Kilda led at the respective changes by 3 points, 12 points, 29 points. The scoreboard is dismal for Collingwood. They have 1 goal, 18 on the board. They've had ever so many more scoring chances than St Kilda, yet they're miles behind. They're 29 points down. The ball is kicked into the full forward area. Legasic sees it go to Con Britt. He's grabbed and nabbed properly by O'Day, but descriptive license when I say properly. I don't mean it in the sense according to the rules, because obviously dumped him, pushed him up in the back, and Britt gets a chance to score from a 45-degree angle, if not more, and play. He was in front and he stood his ground very firmly, and he took the mark. It was a good mark. The ball into the centre. Wayne Richardson might break away from Bonnie here. Does. Gets the run. A good kick going into the full forward area. Can Searle or Thompson.
Exhibition today. He hasn't helped the game at all. There's another indifferent kick from the back line. You just can't do those sort of things. Richardson gets it down towards Hug again. Hug gets it. He's on the half-forward line. Plays on. He'll rub that tonight. Didrich. Nice one-handed knock, but it's Wayne Richardson coming through to pack with the ball. A good kick. Murray sets himself for 8 this quarter. There's a throw-in on the half-forward line. O'Donnell against Jenkin. Jenkin wins it again. It's out towards Richardson. Richardson's had a bundle of kicks. He's had a mark, and it goes out towards Baldock, who came on at half-time. He hasn't tried very hard, believe you me. Richardson's grabbed around the neck. It'll be to Richardson. You could very nearly say that St Kilda have won this with 17 men. How many kicks has Bonnie had? Bonnie's had 11. He's broken away quite a lot. How's Clyde played? Who? Clyde? Oh, you threw me. Oh, brother. There's Didderich again, but this time it's a free kick against Didderich for pushing Hug in the back. Lloyd, what are you doing to me? I'm in enough trouble. Went through to the keeper. 2 minutes into the time-on period in the last quarter. 10-7 to 2-19. Here's Hug. St Kilda well in control. Hug's kick is a fairly good one. Chance for Alexander. He's marked it straight in front. He's no more than 15 yards out, straight in front of the goal. All these fellas, these bigger fellas, have marked very well for Collingwood, but it hasn't done them very much good at all. There's the final siren.
The ball onto the half-forward line to Whedon on his 20th man. Tapped it down there for Dunn. Follows up himself. Keeps the ball going. It's past Greening now. It's gone over towards Wayne Richardson. Wayne Richardson puts his head down as usual. Grabs hold of the ball. He's game, this kid. A left foot kick by him. A seasoned player now. It's onto the half-forward line. Up goes 25 points up to St Kilda as the ball is in their defensive quarter. Oh, that was Trott coming very fast, missing the ball, taken there by Whedon. Whedon a hand pass to Wayne Richardson. Left foot kick skirting about nicely on that half-forward line. A circuitous route. Overhead, oh, Peter McKenna. Oh, very nearly a mark there. He's given it to him. Should he have had it?
Yes, he's got a... I thought that it was a free kick, as much a free kick as a mark. And I'm quite sure that Crouch had decided that he was going to mark it anyway. Otherwise, he'd have called it a free kick.
It's a good decision. McKenna, having kicked 3 goals of the 7 that have been kicked by Collingwood, he's their best forward today, playing very well. Let's see it.
To the half-forward line, O'Donnell against McKenna. O'Donnell's in front, wins his kick. The ball's gone back to the centre, and the fine mark is taken by Wayne Richardson, who climbed up high there on Max Pitt's hips.
He's almost on the centre of the ground. The free kicks are 24 to 22 in favour of Collingwood. He's down the centre towards the outer side of the ground. That's the scoreboard side.
His brother is off the field. He was injured earlier in play. The ball is kicked to the centre wing, and that's a beautiful mark for Jenkin. Very good in the air ever since he made his debut with Collingwood, which was a sensational effort in itself. Here he is from the centre of the ground. Drop kick, spinning nicely. Should be easy to mark if they can get a clean pair of hands to it. Wayne Richardson off the front of the pack. Slap shot at the sticks. Not too slap happy. Beautiful kick.
But that was rovering to perfection. I'd like to see Richardson do a little bit more of that. He took that ball off the hands of the pack in a magnificent manner, and it was an excellent goal.
take the next act.
There's the kick by Stephen Roberts. 15 points, the advantage to St Kilda. Jenkins from the back couldn't mark it, but Wayne Richardson roving well. Short pass coming out here towards Jeff Pitts, and Pitts has got it for Collingwood. He was being held by Moran. He's within kicking distance. He's a little fellow, but he's got the wind behind him.
With a Pitt playing for St Kilda and a Pitts for Collingwood, it's a bit awkward. Here's Pitts with the S, kicking the ball towards the big fellas and getting only a one-arm salute.
I've got a feeling Whedon's on the wing and Pitts is now second rover, taking Bridge's place. They've swung him around a bit.
Picked it up beautifully with one hand. Potter's on his hammer though. And Green is caught with the ball. Comes out here towards Jenkins. Jenkins kicks it down. Wayne Richardson has got it. Well, hand pass it here across to Urquhart. Urquhart kicks it down towards the half-forward line. Davis is there and Tully. 6 marks, 17 kicks from Stewart. Wide towards that half-forward fence. Green is high in the air. Chipping in to take the ball away is Lee Adamson. Adamson up towards centre half-forward. 2 Collingwood players. Done from the back. Stewart in front. Play on, says the umpire. Picked up there for Collingwood by Greening. Gave it across to Wayne Richardson. He's had a bounce. Up she goes towards centre half-forward. Ian Graham for Collingwood. Mark.
That was good play. Richardson meant that. He broke away, went around a player, which was a bit chancy, got a bounce, but then steadied. He found Graham on his own and he kicked it to him.
2 weeks ago, 11 goals to his credit. Won him a place in Collingwood side last week against Carlton. You know what happened there. Graham was a bit off sorts, but he's running back into form now. And here he is, straight out in front here, about 45 yards away. And Ian Graham gets his second goal.
Yes, it's good to see players like this come back into the game. The game needs personality. This boy has got exceptional talent. He's well above average.
Down to 9. Collingwood coming back at St Kilda with Jenkins winning the ball. Comes off hands and goes to Price. Price is pushed on his way there by Kevin Roberts, but wins the kick, keeps on balance. The ball is onto the half-forward line. Interesting duel coming up here. Looks like Collingwood in front. Pitt tackles Pitt too late, and the ball has gone here onto the half-forward line where Wayne Richardson made good position. Umpire Jeff Crouch, the league's leading umpire. A perfect bounce in the centre, and the ruckman fly, and plucking it out of the air was Jenkins. Gives it to Whedon. Whedon grabs. Keeps on going, however. Again, little customer dropped it, took his eyes off it for a fraction. A fundamental rule is broken. The ball is tucked over there, cleverly by him finally, towards Greening. Greening a star against Carlton onto the half-forward line, and he finds a man. Good play. This is Jeff Pitts. Pitts is on the centre of the ground towards the centre wing, kicking the ball over here onto the half-forward line. It's to Wayne Richardson. Richardson has tackled for the ball, has his head pulled off. It's his free kick. And one of the... What's wrong, Killer?
I was going to say, don't do that. There's no future in it.
The first blemish in Evans' record since he's been on the ground.
Yes, we can't blame him for one of those. Been a great player. Wayne Richardson having his 15th kick for the game. Will kick it well up into the goal square. The big fellas for Collingwood.
Big scoring match and an exciting one. Bonnie from the knockdown punches to the half-forward line. Kevin Roberts tried to knock it on and missed. The ball's come back to the centre towards Wayne Richardson. Just gets past umpire Crouch, nearly ran him over. A nice tiptoe. The ball onto the half-forward line, and the mark is to Collingwood through McKenna. McKenna waiting for the hand pass, waiting to play on, but couldn't do so.
17 kicks to McKenna, 11 marks. A pass to Ian Graham. Centre half forward, the full forward. Brilliant football.
There's only one thing the matter with Graham. I think that he's kicking suspect, whether it's his old injury, but he's not kicking with power. He's about 40 yards out, 35 to 40 yards. He should kick it. He's got to kick it if Collingwood are to stay in this fight.
Oh, it fell short, and it's a mark to Collingwood.
Well, it's Waters that has got it. I think Waters is a pretty accurate kick. Once again, Graham never kicked a lot of distance. I think maybe he could have looked for somebody when you're a bit dicky. Waters runs around, kicks with his left foot, and he stopped it all right, and the Woods are back. They're right back within grasping distance. They're only 1 point down. With Minot. Minot knocks it down. They're doing battle, and it looks like Richardson has been... Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I think he's going to push in the back.
Fair enough, I think so. I thought it was a free kick, but I couldn't understand why he hit the ball on. Richardson's around. Fair enough. He looks for a loose man out here. He's got to be. And that's Big Dunn leaning in the front of the ball. Comes around onto a left foot. Goes for distance. Into the air. And